Good morning. Welcome to the CBS AM debrief. It's Wednesday the 4th of August. I'm David Combe, filling in for Jonathan, who's over in our Warren office this morning, who would normally do this particular session. So a little bit late getting off the video here this morning as well. Apologies for that. Let's move right into what's happening in overnight market action. Certainly in the US, growth issues once again come to the fore with Dow down about 38 points. This was combined, or rather a result of disappointing earnings, both from Dow Chemical and Procter & Gamble. The Procter & Gamble results suggesting that US consumers are continuing to tighten their purse strings. We'll have a look at those figures now. There was some other data out that is relevant as well, and that was the consumer consumer spending and income coming in flat, while the pending home sales also fell. So let's take a look at what the exact numbers were. With the Dow, as mentioned, now 10,636. The S&P 500 off just 5.4, and the Nasdaq down 11.48. In Europe, mostly down, but albeit by much smaller amounts, with the FTSE down 0.63 of a point, the CAC down 4.54 points, and the DAX up 15.78. Now we have opened here locally, just coming up on 10:30, and our market is up 30 points, which is quite a good showing, up to 4,571. The Hang Seng up 44, and the Nikkei up 123 points. We'll take a look at a quick run through on the commodities, with crude up $82.55, up $1.21. So certainly, as suggested in Jonathan's oil report, we would see a break to one side or the other, and it appears that it's pretty emphatic that it has gone to the upside, I should say. In our agriculturals or softs, coffee is trading at 166.65, down 5.85. Corn at 404. Oats at 288. Down 1.5, and rough rice at $11.02, up 0.06 of a cent. Soy at $10.18 per pound, bushel rather, and up 8 cents for that one. Sugar at $18.59 was down 0.81. Wheat at $680 per bushel, cents per bushel, down 13.25, and copper at $3.35 and 0.85 of a cent per pound. Gold at $1,187.5, which was up $2.10. Silver at $18.44 was up marginally. Have a look at the cross rates on currencies now, with the euro buying 1.32 US dollars, pound buying 1.5948 US dollars, US dollar buying 85.7960 yen, Aussies buying 91.32 US dollars buying 1.0240 Canadian dollars, and the US dollar finally is buying 1.0396 Swiss francs. Have a look at the economic calendar for today. We have our ABC consumer confidence. That number is out. That was the one we mentioned earlier. Australian house price index at 12:30, and Australian trade balance for June forecast there is 1.8 billion. Previous was 1.645 billion. And the house price index forecast 2%, previous 4.8. Over the Eurozone, retail sales month on month and year on year for June. Previous was 0.2%. In both instances, forecast is for 0.1%. Then unemployment change for July in the US, out at around 11:15 our time. All eyes tend to be focused towards the end of the week for US non-farm payrolls data, of course, which will provide further evidence or support further evidence one way or the other for the concerns about US growth. Okay, we'll take a look at the Falcon Trader now and just have a look at the local index here. Bring that over. And concern is that perhaps we're not consolidating on some of these recent gains and we're not sort of punching higher. But at this point, it seems the next level of support, resistance rather, will be 4,600 points, and to watch on the downside would be 45.20 or thereabouts, and a break below that level could be something to watch out for. We'll look now at our rough rice trade here. Now we've talked about this a fair bit. Putting in a bit more consolidation here, it would seem. Hopefully we'll see a punch above that $11 level and above 11.20, where we know we've got a break-even point, and then it's profit from there for the people that are holding the rice warrant. I think we just talked about crude and the fact that's now broken out on that high side. Aussie dollars trading at 91.30, continues to move higher. I think we suggested in previous sessions that to continue to trade that or work with that trend is possibly the way to work that one. Let's finally have a look at what gold's doing here. I think we said, or I said, that there's a bit of a mixed view in the office as to whether or not gold was going to be moving onward and upward after this retracement or would continue to weaken. It does look like it is going to firm up here and start to grind higher. So that's perhaps the direction that you would trade that. Okay, well, I think that wraps up the AM debrief here. We'll leave it at that, and as always, thanks for attending, and we'll speak soon. Bye-bye.